OpenAI just launched ChatGPT search. Is it as good as Google? Let's find out. We'll go through what works and what doesn't, but first let's activate the search by hitting on this globe button. So I got the latest news for today and I got all the results with the sources. You can go to any of the sources by clicking on these, or you can click on these sources from the citation window, or you can use this sources toggle to toggle the citations. So I played with the news a couple of times and I found it to be a little unpredictable. So here on the left you can see it picked up North Korea's ICBM test, whereas on the right hand side, which was just few minutes apart, it picked up Middle East conflict, completely ignoring the North Korea news. But interestingly, this time it picked up the ChatGPT's search launch news. So on the stock market here, I'm trying to get the Microsoft stock chart, but looks like it's asking me to go to Yahoo Finance. So let me ask to get the Microsoft stock price. Oh, there you go. So this time it's giving me a chart, which is great. So let me ask, why is the stock price down? So notice I'm not trying to give any context and see what it comes up with. And amazing, it actually picked up that I am trying to talk about Microsoft and gave me the reasoning why the prices are down. Absolutely amazing. Also asked it to summarize the earning call and it remembered the context, so that's great. So I'm curious to see how the images and maps integration are done in ChatGPT. So I asked it to show me the best restaurants in New York City, and it did pull up the restaurants from various places in New York City, and which is wonderful. Also looked up the weather in New York City. Nothing fancy, but it works okay. So here is the real test. Let me ask it to plan a day trip for New York City and see what we get. Central Park, Fifth Avenue, Financial District, Brooklyn Bridge, all looking okay. Now let's ask it to show these locations on the map. And oh my god, this is so wonderful. You can actually see all those locations on the map. This is mind-blowing. Let's add a dessert place on this trip. And it's giving me Levine Bakery, which is great. Let's ask it to put it on the map. Let's see what we get. Still not getting it. So let me be very specific. Still no luck. Let me be very specific this time. Let's put all the locations for my day trip on the map. Finally, looks like it has added Levine Bakery on the map for this trip. Absolutely wonderful. I also tried to book a flight to New York City from Chicago, and pretty much looks like it's redirecting me to different travel websites. It's nowhere close to Google Flights as of now. Also tried shopping and image search, and it seems like there is still a large gap that needs some work. But overall, this whole search experience is wonderful. The way it remembers the context, the way you can get up-to-date information and interact is amazing. Both ChatGPT and Google have to do a lot of work to catch up, but it's good news for everybody.